alaikum everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Revival of the Heart. This time things are going to be different. We've chosen a book randomly from the library and it has 250 pages. So the challenge this time is that Jawad has to memorize this
book.
Just joking. And he has to choose a number, then we'll go to that page, and then he has to choose another number for the line, and then a final number so that we can choose the word. And then based on that word, he has to explain a hadith.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. So what number would you like?
Okay, so 250 pages, yeah? Let's go to page 77.
Okay. And what about the line?
The line, okay. Let's go to line number 9, please.
Okay, and the word number.
The word, okay. Word number 5.
Disdainfully.
Disdainfully?
Yes.
Okay. Disdain, contempt. Okay, actually I have a hadith by Imam Ali alayhi salam.
Yeah, great.
I've got a very good one. Imam Ali alayhi salam says, Man ayyara bi shay'in buliya bih. Whoever sees a shortcoming or a mistake in someone and then looks at them disdainfully or says something judgmentally will go through the same exact mistake, right? The same exact mistake, the same exact sin or whatever. And I think there's a very important spiritual lesson here if we unpack this hadith and go deeper in it. See, I think Imam Ali is telling us that when you see someone's shortcoming or mistake, the attitude we should have is compassion and understanding. As soon as we're distanced from this, we go towards judgment or disdain, we are no longer following the spiritual path, okay? Now, why should we have compassion for someone who's making mistakes? Because the reasons why people make mistakes, the reason why we make mistakes, we commit sins, or we have, shortcomings, are very complicated. We don't know what's happening in this person's background. We don't know what's happening in this person's family, the environment, what they're going through in their heart, right? That's why you see, for example, in the life of Prophet, at one of the worst times when when the people from Mecca were making some terrible mistakes, harming the Prophet, all of that, the Prophet says, oh God, have mercy on my people because they don't know. Right? So the Prophet says often the reason people make mistakes is that they don't know any better. It's not that they're evil. They don't know the better way. And sometimes people may even want to get rid of a mistake, but they just can't. So this is why we shouldn't have judgment, but we should have compassion and understanding. And now the rest of the hadith says what happens to a person who doesn't have this. It will go through the same mistake or shortcoming. Why is that? Is the universe trying to punish us because we judge someone? No. God would never punish you because of a mistake you made. The reason why we will go through the same thing if we judge someone is that so that we can learn compassion. How so? Well, if we looked at someone and their mistake and we judged them, it means that we don't know how complicated, people are, their past and all of that. So the universe and its creator thought, you know what? Let me help you experience what they were going through firsthand. You see how complicated it is. You see how difficult it is to get rid of a mistake or an addiction. And then once you see it yourself, how difficult it is, compassion will grow in your heart. Wow. Right? So you can see that the universe is trying to teach us. So we'll either learn it ourselves or the universe will help us grow compassion in our heart and learn that our attitude towards other people's mistakes and shortcomings has to be that of compassion and understanding.
What a beautiful lesson.
Beautiful lesson from Imam Ali alayhi salam. I hope you enjoyed this, and inshallah see you in the next episode of Revival of the Heart.